Song, I always hate to say this song is about, but this song was informed by an incident that took place in Sopchoppy, Florida in 2009. And I got to see it happen right there on the streets. They were having a 4th of July celebration. And everybody was Sopchoppy's a tiny little town, you know, not a whole lot going on, but this is a big deal. And everybody's coming through town. The plumbing company had their float, and the feed supply had their float, the hardware store had their float, and my good friend, the late Freeman Pygott of Freeman Pygott's Well Digging and Septic Tank Company had a float too. He had a lowboy trailer pulled by a John Deere tractor. And on that lowboy tractor, which was wrapped with bunting in the spirit of the 4th of July celebration, was a septic tank. Now, you've seen septic tanks like this. This is one of those big plastic-looking septic tanks. It kind of appears to be a submarine. It's got a hole over here where an effluent can come in, and apparently something happens when it's in there, and then something else comes out the other end. But in this case, Freeman had put children inside the septic tank and given them candy, and as they were coming through downtown, they were throwing candy out of the septic tank and into the crowd. And there was some people there, some very brave and courageous people who took exception to this and thought it was somehow mocking the principles upon which our great nation, this great experiment, had been founded. And they decided that they were going to do something about it. Well, that they were going to take an action. And I'm not talking about posting shit on Facebook kind of action. I'm talking about courageous action. And that's what they did. And the Wakulla County News had a story about it, in which they called it an incident. And I wrote a song about it, which is called The Gay and Lesbian Sons and Daughters of the Sons of Confederacy. That is the longest title of any song I have ever written. Ready? Well, the gay and lesbian sons and daughters of the Southern Confederacy, they built a float and they entered it in our 4th of July parade. And there were ladies wearing leather and men wearing lace, and others wearing pink leotards. And with a swish and a swagger they come strutting down the street, waving the stars and bars. Yeah, you gay and lesbian sons and daughters, the Southern Confederacy. Well, they built a float and entered it in the 4th of July parade. There was a fellow with a flute and a tutu, playing Dixie with a skinny drummer boy. And this butchy gal, she was the majorette, directed with an all-scene toy. Yeah, you gay and lesbian sons and daughters, the Southern Confederacy. Well, they built a float and entered it in the 4th of July parade. Play one! Another a Truman Capote, and there was Billy King and Elton John, but the biggest was a Robert E. Lee. Yeah, you gay and lesbian sons and daughters, Southern Confederacy. Well, they built a float and entered it in the 4th of July parade. Play it now. parade. That's called dissonance. Thank you so much. Okay, well, that reminds me of another one. I'm just going, damn it.